Hi, it's Jessica Anthony. I am doing a quick video this week just on a bit of process. Part of me has been feeling like it's hard for me to keep up with a project a week for videos with working full time, a toddler, and all of that. And so I just want to reinforce that it's okay to do everything in your own time. Perhaps very obvious. But I really want to talk about just inching forward and that's enough. As I cut some squares for the quilt that I'm making. I'm not going to get through this whole project, though I plan to do a separate video on making the quilt, but really I'm stealing time every day or a few times a week, and I'm just trying to move the ball forward on different things I'm working on. I'm working on a dress for my daughter, I'm working on this quilt for her, and I have several other projects I'm in some stage of. It just doesn't feel like I'm getting to the finish line quickly, and that can feel frustrating, but it's not a race. Just enjoying, yes, the process. I'm also sewing handkerchiefs. It's a great thing if you have scrap fabric. I'm using linen because I guess it's really good at absorption, and the more you use it, the softer it is, and it's very durable. So it's got like that trifecta of good things for a handkerchief, and I'm hand hemming the edges of them, enjoying doing that nice and slow. One of them probably takes me 40 minutes because I'm not that fast at it, but it's again about just doing it. I'm not trying to spit out 30 of them in a week. That would make me mad and not be very fun. So everything in its time. Part of my brain, it's like, if I don't have this untold amount of time to work on something, I feel like I shouldn't even start. I can't start because I can't finish what I started, even though, I mean, who's going to start to finish something all in one go? It's unrealistic. But does my brain care about what's realistic? No. Be delusional in all the wrong ways. I just decided to do a little bit and enjoy myself while I do. And the fun part is seeing these piles of squares growing. I'm here, trying to tell myself that it's okay. Trying to tell myself. It's kind of silly because, I can just tell myself because it's true. We're all working it out. We're all just trying to have some fun, enjoy life, have a beautiful time, help people, be kind. I don't need to worry that I'm not finishing a sewing project, creative project, DIY home project every week. Getting started, enjoying yourself, doing your thing in your own time. Because what is time anyway, This is some little cute cloud fabric. And then I have this, I bumped you. Then I have this kind of forest creature print. And once these squares are cut out, I am actually ready to lay out the quilt and then sew the quilt together. So it's coming together. Oh, speaking of like a million projects, so there'll be the quilt, but I'm also getting these kind of offcuts, and I'm going to make some quilted pillowcases to match the quilt. And that way I'm wasting the least amount of fabric, and I may have more squares than I need. If I have a surplus, I can again use those for pillowcases. I'm sitting here chit-chatting with you, and I take the time I have and I just move it forward. Even if I cut out one square, that is one more square than I had before. And even though people will tell you it's not enough, it is, because it's already spring, and if I keep going and did 1 square a day, it's like I would have all the squares cut out and enough time to sew the thing by next winter. It's so meditative just to do the little bit that I can this evening. This fabric's cute. This is gonna be cute. It's gonna be something. Either way, but I'm gonna keep taking a step towards my goal. Even if I don't get there today, or tomorrow, or this week, or next week, or the week after, or maybe not a little while longer. Yep. I really gotta change these blades. That's my strip 2 of clouds. I think I have 2 more strips of clouds and 4 strips of the forest creatures. I'm just gonna continue on. I want to encourage everyone, myself given continued encouragement as well, that even if I feel like I don't have a lot of time, that it's okay to steal 15 minutes here and there. That adds up. It just does. Small habits add up. Showing up and just taking a step adds up. And it may not be enough to finish in one go, but don't say it. It's about the, yeah, we know the journey. But it's true. It really is, though, you know. It doesn't matter. I enjoy it. Let's do it, you know? And it adds up. So I'm going to keep telling myself that with all my projects until I'm just kind of juggling these balls, like moving one a little bit forward, moving the other. And then eventually one will finish, another will finish, more will start. And it'll just be this cascading waterfall of things. And that's life, I mean. Why beat ourselves up about it? I'm just cutting fabric into squares. Let's not make it more complicated than it is. Let's get it done in our own time. Not in a rush, bit by bit. We just do it. Yes, so simple, small bites. Small bites are better for digestion. Anyway. So I bet they're good for us in life too. Do this, dabble this. And then probably as we do that, our brain like assimilates, takes in, makes connections. I might go from one project to another, these little bits, and then one might inform the other because I have that time, that not in a rush. And so much of our culture is about rushing to a finish line. For what? For what? Nobody's giving me an award for finishing this. I'm doing it because I want to do it. So why are we, what's the rush? Just blew my own mind. And those brain connections, it's alchemizing. It's spirit of alchemy. One thing transforming another, and they just build on each other. And the enjoyment builds on you. And you transform as you build. It's like a win-win-win. But the perfectionism, the desire to have it done yesterday, and again, rush to a finish line for what purpose? I don't know. This, I mean, largely consumer culture, I mean, that tries to separate us from the joy of participation, of doing, of making the cut, of sewing the stitch. And all of these things have the capacity to transform us. But when we rush through it, if I'm rushing through it, if I'm stressed because I have to get this done for a deadline, it semi-defeats the purpose. At least semi-defeats the purpose. I think doing this in these short bursts and in fitting it in when I can, it's an acknowledgement of my and our expansiveness, right? I am not limited, because I can't fit this in a day, even a week. The act of doing it in little starts just shoves in the face of that misconception about ourselves. It's like, I am capable. I find joy in doing what I can when I can. And that's enough. I don't have to do it all at once. I don't have to spend my whole day doing this to enjoy it. And to be a sower, sewist, sower person, or whatever craft or trade or, title, whatever identity is wrapped up in that. That's not my problem. I'm just doing it a little bit at a time. And that's exciting to me. And I hope it is to you too. Because we all have this ability, whether it's sewing a quilt or harnessing some new energy source that's actually clean and not mining stuff with child labor out of wherever. We could transform the world through slowing down. And we are. So I hope those are gentle words of encouragement for you. If you're feeling something's overwhelming, break it down. Do a little piece of a piece. Be kind. Have fun. And I hope you have happy crafting this week as well. Like, subscribe, and all the rest.